Yeah, there's my beautiful, always attractive partner, Dean Hill, up in that ring again, and we are now seeing the entrance of Johnny Swinger. Johnny Swinger now stepping into the ring, wanting to take his shot, moving forward in the tournament for $10 million. You people at home there watching on the internet, you know this is the only place you'll get to see action like this is in the Ultimate Death Match. You're not going to see it anywhere else, and you're willing to pay a premium to see it. And now we're joined by Kid Kash, the Wonder Kid. Stepped in the ring on a hope and a prayer. During that battle royal, outlasted 10 other men and got his shot in the Ultimate Death Match. Here's his first chance. I give the odds to Swinger, though. Kid Kash coming in off of that battle royal, already a little tired, but he's full of fire and desire. Take it away, Dean.
Our next event in the tournament, introducing first, he is a former tag team champion and second generation professional wrestler, Johnny Swinger! And his opponent, 5-time World Cruiserweight Champion, Kid Kash!
You gotta wonder what would drive a guy who has achieved so much in his career, both of these men, to now be willing to risk their life for all the glory and all the money, or basically take a dirt nap. And I'm being joined again by my partner, Dean Hill.
Dean Hill alongside Frosty James. You see these two superstars as Kid Kash dives for the left leg and takes Swinger down. The former New York City police officer actually ran off of the police department because of too many, let's say, questionable arrests and a few guys that got a little tattooed in a couple of places they shouldn't have.
Yeah, that would probably explain Swinger's desire to be even in this match. You know, he likes it rough. He likes to hurt people.
And of course, Kid Kash, the man who he came here tonight thinking he had no opportunity. There was one other man that was supposed to be here. He did not show up on time. Kid Kash won the Battle Royal that we started UDM number 2 off with to have the opportunity to be in the main event, to be even here for the possibility of the $10 million. The 5-time champion Kid Kash against the second generation Swinger.
Well, you know, I had a chance in between the matches there, Dean, to get an opportunity to talk to Melody, Kid Kash's girlfriend, who's standing over there ringside. You can see her in the background watching her boyfriend out there, literally fighting for his life and for their life. She says that if they win the money, that they're going to run away and get married. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, it's sweet, but right now you just got to make sure that he's actually going to be there at the end. Hold on, the counter, 1, 2, the kick out by Kid Kash. This has been reversal after reversal, move after move. It's almost too quick to call. Look at that, Kid Kash putting a cheese sandwich on his back and then riding him till he's hungry.
Yeah, these guys are basically jockeying for position, but now Kid Kash turning it up now. Knows what's at stake. No more jockeying around, trying to fill out the balance. Oh, the beautiful baseball-like kick right to the chest, and now Swinger up with a poke to the eyes. Remember, Dean, everything goes in this match. There's no rules, no laws, no limits. The referee's basically just there to count the fall or call the submission.
Swinger with a big boot across the face of Kid Kash, and now unraveling that tape from the right wrist and using it to choke Kid Kash.
Right in front of his girlfriend's eyes, right in front of Melody. You think she's crying some tears? Oh! And I guess even if Kid Kash were to pull a Hail Mary and win this and move on in the tournament, he and Melody get married. I guess they're not going to be having any kids anytime soon after a kick to the old Big Jim and the Twist. 2! And Kid Kash still kicks out.
So much for marking the dependence area there on your income tax form.
Yeah.
Kid Kash, Kash returns the favor. Looks like it gouges the eyes of Swinger.
That's right.
Here's in the
down
wake of the back.
Rips the flesh right off the Swinger's back there.
I love it when we call it stereo. Boot into the gut from Kid Kash. Another one into the gut. Swinger right now feeling every bit of it, Frosty.
I got to tell you, Dean, at first, I was approached by Jake about being a part of this. I was a little disgusted. I didn't know if I really wanted to be a part of a tournament almost like the old gladiator days where 1, for the entertainment, 2, For the entertainment of the masses, somebody would be willing to risk their life for fame and glory and money. And I gotta tell you, after talking to some of these guys and understanding their motivations and realizing that they don't want to go back and just live out the rest of their days as a regular human being, you know, wishing and wanting for the glory days, I can understand why they would be willing to risk their life like they are in this tournament.
Kid Kash thought he had Swinger close enough to the middle that could be very well a submission, but Swinger works his way one move at a time over to him.
And now choking again, Kid Kash, but with his own ring jacket. And again, the referee can do nothing more than get the jacket out of the ring. That's all he can do. But look, Swinger's arm is hurt, Dean.
Oh, and drives Kid Kash into that boot, that turnbuckle area up there, right across the bridge of the nose. Everything that you can do to your opponent, this is the time that you do it. If you can cut off the airflow, the blood flow to the brain, whatever the opportunity is, this is where you pull out all the stops.
Yeah, and Swinger just got all the stops pulled out on him. Just like dropping your balls down on the bar of a bicycle, he was up on that top rope.
I see a little blood flowing from the nostrils of Swinger, the former NYPD police officer. Scoop on slap from Kid Kash. He's posed Swinger out, or he's got him laid out. Kid Kash, known to be a high flyer. It looks to me like he's thinking about climbing, Frosty.
He better not take much more time. Wow! He hit the moonsault. This could be it. 1, 2, and no! Swinger kicks out.
Swinger down on his back, buddy, and Kid Kash thought it was all over, but the crying. You can see the look on his face. I'm sure Melody's screaming in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, baby, come on. You can see her back there. Come on, baby, as he drives the face of Swinger down under the knee.
You could almost feel the heart leap up into Melody's throat when it looked like Kid Kash was going to dodge the bullet proverbially and move on in this tournament. But now Kid Kash has changed up his strategy and is going to the leg. Taking out the base, taking out the foundation, watching the rest of the house fall.
Like they say, baby, you just keep chopping at the tree until the tree falls. And that's what that's Swinger with the choke.
Yep, Swinger with that tape again. Remember, that referee can't do nothing but just try to stop it, try to keep some kind of limit. And Swinger now choking the life again out of Kid Kash. But where does Kid Kash find it? Where does he keep the will to keep going on?
You know, Frosty, it's one of these situations where you give every little bit that you can give to win this match, but at the same time, if you can, you try to hold on to a little bit. You try to reserve a little bit, because you're continuing on.
Yeah.
The idea is the big picture. The idea is the main event. The idea is the $10 million.
Kid Kash has already went through a battle royal, and this is only his first step. Oh, and a beautiful backdrop by Kid Kash. His first step in a long road in this tournament where literally his life is on the line.
And this is the reason that you've become a 5-time champion. You've had the wherewithal, you've had the air, the stamina, everything you need to survive in this business long enough to get this opportunity.
Beautiful. 5 on. 1, 2. Oh, and it should have been it. He knocked Johnny Swinger's head completely off his shoulders. Look at these men, both of them down. But you know what? This is the kind of action you fans demanded.
Look at this! Look at this! He ain't supposed to be here. He didn't show up on time.
What is Sandman doing here?
He was supposed to be in this. He was the last man. He didn't show up on time. That's why we had the Battle Royal. Kid Kash won his spot. What the hell?
Yeah, Sandman's not an official entrant, and he's got that cane. Oh my God! He just split the wig on Kid Kash. And here comes... Oh, again! What a vicious shot. Here comes Swinger on Sandman.
Swinger obviously is not being concerned about what the situation out here is. Any man that comes into the ring, it's like a shark being thrown into the tank, buddy. If you're there, you're going to get bit. Yeah. And right now, Swinger's biting at the Sandman.
Yeah, and you know what? I think for Swinger, it was a matter of self-preservation. You know, he saw Sandman come in, literally scalped Kid Kash with that Singapore cane and figured, I better take it to Sandman for this whack job takes it to me.
Well, for all Swinger knows, they may allow Sandman to be part of this.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, the information I'm getting from the back is that Sandman did not make it on time. Sandman is not legit.
And Sandman's got that Singapore cane again. What's he gonna do, Dane? Oh, he Russian leg sweeps Swinger with the cane, too.
Oh, man, drives it into the gut of Kid Kash. we're the only one that has the information. I don't even think that the referee knows that the Sandman is considered illegal in this scenario.
Batter up! He misses! Kid Kash up! Oh, what a kick to the face of the Sandman!
Lights it in the ring cover.
Why is he pinning him?
Kid Kash, I guess he's not taking any chances. Even the person ringing the bell doesn't realize. Look, the referee doesn't even realize.
Melody doesn't even realize it. Nobody realizes it. Sandman was not officially entered into the tournament. Kid Kash took his spot. There is still a tournament match going on between Johnny Swinger and Kid Kash. He's not won anything.
We're trying to get the information to the referee. Got to get Melody out of there. Melody heard the bell and thought it was all over but the crying.
Yeah, please. Oh, no. See, the referee thinks it's over. Tell that goof. Listen, that's not the end of the match. There's still a match going on, stupid. You need to get your girlfriend out of the ring, Kash. Send her home. Put her back in the kitchen with the kids, baking cookies.
Someone just told Swinger.
Yeah.
The referee's told Swinger.
There you go, Swinger.
This thing is still on. Forget that bell. Forget what you just saw. The Sandman caused the chaos. This thing is still on, just like it was 5-10 minutes ago. Yeah. It's still Swinger. It's still Kid Kash. And it's still about your life and $10 million.
And don't cry, Melody. You're dumb enough to put the love of your life out there, putting his life on the line for you so you can go do some grocery shopping. Don't boo-hoo now.
Hear the crowd here in Louisville screaming, bullshit, bullshit. They're not sure what's really just happened here. They're not sure what's going on. We'll try to relate it to them.
I'll tell you what's going on. Johnny Swinger saw an opening, and he is now taking it to Kid Kash. He's going to move ahead in this tournament. He realized that match wasn't over, and he's not going to let it. He's not going to let Sandman. He's not going to let hell. He's not going to let high water stop him from $10 million.
Swinger pulls out Kid Kash. Plays the throat vulnerable, drives that elbow down into the windpipe. Talk about something that'll sap the air out of your lungs. That's it. Oh, and Swinger, the former NYPD officer, puts the stomps to the chest of Kid Kash.
Yep, just like any dirty officer knows, Dean. If nobody sees it, it don't happen. The problem is, not only are these people here in Louisville seeing it, but people all over the world on the internet are now watching UDM. And they're all seeing it too. They're all seeing Johnny Swinger just rip a new asshole out of Kid Kash.
As he pulls the throat across that steel, that piece of steel there holds the tautness on the bottom ring rope, the throat across that solid steel. But Kid Kash still finds the wherewithal. He still comes up firing. One kick after another, Frosty.
Kid Kash was jumped from behind, choked the life out of him, kicked in the balls, and yet he still fights back. How bad does he want this money?
Looks a far leg.
1, 2, oh!
Kick.
No, Kid Kash barely kicked out, just barely.
Man, 2 and 15/16.
He might have done himself a favor, but no, he pops Johnny Swinger again right in the crotch.
Man, what heart Kid Kash has. Not only did he live through all the men of the Battle Royal, but then surviving the first 10 minutes of this, and then the Sandman out of no place comes out here, and then still it goes on.
Again now takes it to Kid Kash, just brutally beating him, the knee right in the back of Kid Kash. And Kid Kash, I don't know where he gets it. I don't know how he keeps doing it. Where he can just pull himself up off of that mat and keep going.
The other day, behind being the 5-time champion linebacker, like I mentioned earlier, he's got the heart, he's got the stamina, but does he have the finesse? Does he have everything that he needs to beat all these guys? Because he's not just beating Johnny Swinger, he's beating a
big mistake by Swinger too. Stupid mistake by Swinger. Instead of parading around, you got all this chance, all this opportunity, and you just threw it away as Kid Kash again fires back. He's got the cross arm breaker on Swinger, and Swinger tapping as his arm is breaking.
Yes, 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 yes! Kid Kash on in the match!
That's right. Kid Kash has now officially won the tournament and is making sure that he makes Swinger pay the price for jumping him from behind after the Sandman entered the ring. Kid Kash now has won his first step in that long road to $10 million. God, look at him, fired up, still wanting to get his hands on Swinger. I hope it doesn't cost him in this next tournament round. Kash again, still trying to go after him, Dean. This kid's an animal. Putting it all on the line. That was a long, brutal match. Sandman getting involved. Swinger then jumping Kid Kash, but Kid Kash refused to give up, refused to say quit. He refused to say die. He wants that $10 million. He wants to change his life. He wants to give a future for himself and his beautiful girlfriend, Melody. And God willing, he's gonna do it.